So good morning, my dear team members. We are here today to talk about the proposed policies that I have here, about the different policies that we need to implement in our center. So here are good interactions with children and families, updating information of children through record keeping, and sharing and synchronizing information among team members. So I am your center manager, Ms. Chantilyn Minjala. So let me present to you our team members. We have here yours truly, Ms. Chanty, your center manager, our educational leader, Ms. Jane, and our room leader, Ms. Zanan. So we are here to talk about, of course, we have to first plan about the objectives that we need to accomplish or we need to do in order for us to be organized. First, we have to provide a more nurturing and child-friendly environment for our children, to promote our center as a leader, as one of the leading centers in our area, specifically in Roseville. Then, to ensure staff, children, parents, and other visitors engage in environmentally friendly practices of the center through good interactions. And of course, to ensure good record-keeping practices in place, we need to have a record book for all the information that we can get from our children, of course, through their parents. Then to ensure updated information of children and to ensure a more synchronized information of children. So we can only do these objectives if we will work together as a team. So we are here to discuss what are the requirements in order for us to be successful in these policies. What are the requirements that we need to prepare in order for us to be successful? Any idea? What do you think are the things that we need to do in order for us to attain our objectives?
Always listen.
Okay, always listen. What else? As a team member, what do you think are the required for us?
Always listen. Check always the procedures and follow the tasks that we need to do and give you a 100%.
Yeah, 100% support
Yeah.
to our team. So now, as I said earlier, there are policies and procedures that we need to consider, especially when planning for innovation in the workplace. Because these policies, the target is for innovation purposes. Okay, so there are procedures and policies that we need to follow in order for us to be successful. And how can you share tasks and responsibilities across the team? As your center manager, I have the task to share the responsibilities across the team members equally. Okay, you as education leader, you have your own task. You as a room leader, you have your own tasks and responsibilities. All we have to do is to perform the task with our 100% effort.
Yeah.
Okay? So, now, how will you emphasize the importance of establishing and building effective work within our team? So me, as your center manager, I need to establish rapport between all of you, my team members. Also you have your staff below you. So it means you have to establish rapport. You have to support them 100%. You have to give them their needs, especially the resources.
Yeah.
And of course, the emotional support.
Yeah.
Then, there are different ways on how we can work better. We all know that.
Yeah.
It can be in financial, it can be in material things, it can be in other supports that we can give. But what are those ways? Can you give some? Do you have any idea so that we can work on
I
this?
think we have different working better, so it's up to us if
Yeah.
how
Can
to
you?
do it.
How about you as an educational leader? What are the ways that you usually do in working better, in order for you to work better?
I think in working better with my team, first I search for the better improvement, and then I will share it to the team about it, and then I also need to accept their ideas and thoughts.
Yeah, okay. Always be open-minded.
Yeah.
We have to be open-minded so that everyone will feel that they are all welcome to share their ideas. Now, what opportunities are there for creating more innovative process or system? As I said to you in our last meeting, there are different opportunities around us. All we have to do is to just adapt, be adaptive, and we have to motivate each other in order to work better. Okay, and these opportunities can lead to more innovations in our workplace. Now, these are the 5 tasks that we need to do in order to support innovation in our workplace. Okay, I will read it to you, and then you have to take a look on each after our meeting, because I will give you the different guidelines that you need to do or you need to follow. Share and demonstrate best practices, specifically in the policies that we need to implement. Especially when we talk to our parents, we can share what are your ways or what are your practices that you usually do in order for your conversation with parents become successful. How do you keep records, and of course, how you synchronize your information. And of course, we have to establish clear rules. Clear rules on what? Clear rules on how to interact with the parents, clear rules on how to keep records, and how to synchronize and update information. And of course, we have to respectfully and freely communicate with the parents during the drop-off and pick-up time, because this is the right time for us to talk about their child's development. Okay?
Yeah.
So we can talk to them freely and respectfully. And of course, share and synchronize children's information among team members. We can, whatever we gather from the parents, we will use our record book in order to share what are the things that they need to know about the child. Okay, through our record keeping practice, we can share immediately, or the other team members can have an easy access to the records of the child. And of course, we have to provide the team members with proper trainings. The management is tasked to give you the proper trainings and seminars that you need in order for you to perform better in your own tasks and responsibilities. Now, there are, of course, each team has their own strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
Okay, I will give you some of the strengths that I think our team has. Like, for example, we are open-minded with one another. And for that weakness, of course, some of us have differences, and if we are lack of appreciation with one another, we will be unmotivated. So that can be a weakness. And of course, there are rules that help the team to work together. Just like what you said earlier, we can work together by giving our 100% support to the team. Aside from that, there are many other rules that we can that can help us to work together as a team. Like, for example, by trusting one another. Okay? And of course, okay, there are different techniques that we can use in order for us to do these policies or these tasks successful. We have to first, like for example, we are just like what we are doing right now. We are doing the brainstorming. It could be mind mapping, round robin, wherein we can share our thoughts with one another. And of course, in delegating responsibility to team members, there are different ways, but we have to make sure that it is in a nice way. Just like what will I do later after our meeting, I will send you an email on the tasks and responsibilities that you need to do. And of course, as a leader, or you are also a leader, you are also a leader in your own team. So we have different ways on how we have different behaviors that we can use in order for us to build a rapport between our team members. Okay, for example, you as a leader, you have to be open-minded, you have to be approachable to your team members. And, okay, and of course, how can we encourage others or our team members to contribute to our innovation? Of course, we have to be a good role model to them. We have to show them that we ourselves are passionate with what are doing. Okay, and yeah, just like what I said, we have to be a good role model to them. We have to be respectful, especially when we are communicating with them. Okay, now, how can we assure that these ideas that we have discussed today will be implemented properly? How can we test? So, any idea? How can we test? Of course, we can do some experimentations. For
Yeah.
example, during the drop-off and pick-up time, we can talk to the parents, and we will see if the way we talk, the way we interact with them are effective or not. In case it is not effective, we can think of another innovations so that we can assure that our objectives will be attained at the end of the implementation.
Okay.
Okay, so of course, after we have done with the experimentation, we can also ask the parents their feedback about the experiments that we have conducted. For example, how are they feeling? How do you think these policies will be successful for their child? So we can ask feedback for them. We can give them survey forms. And after that, we can collect the survey forms, and then we will see if it is effective or not.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Okay.
And okay, I have here a proposed task schedule. Don't worry about this because I will share it to you through email. I will send it to you later. So all you have to do is to take a look at it. If you have any questions or queries about this one, don't hesitate to ask me.
Okay.
Okay? Or if I'm not available, you can ask other team management members.
Ayun.
Is that it? Any
Yeah.
questions so far? So
No.
now, I just want to thank all of you for participating and listening in see you in our next meeting.
Yeah. Okay. Thank
Have
you.